Good evening, Prescott Valley. Welcome to the Parks and Recreation Commission meeting of Tuesday, June 14th, 2016. Kathy, can we have a roll call?
Commissioner Frere?
Here.
Commissioner Avalos?
Here.
Chairperson Brinkman?
Here.
Vice Chairperson Tissot?
Here.
Commissioner Fallman?
Here.
Commissioner Trovini?
Here. And with that, if there's no changes to the agenda, can we have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve today's agenda.
And a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And the agenda is approved. Next item is approval of minutes for May 10th, 2016, regular meeting minutes. If there are no changes to the regular meeting minutes, can we have a motion to approve those?
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes of Tuesday, May 10th, 2016.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And the minutes are approved. Let's move on to announcements. And the first item is Movies Under the Stars. This is always a big item. We have, what do we have, Kathy? 6 movies this year? Again?
We actually have 6, and we're working on 4 more in August.
Wow. That's really impressive. So on Thursday, June 16th, we have Hamani, is that how you pronounce it? Jamani? Jamani, that's the one with the animals? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Yes.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
And that's sponsored by 89A Dental Care, and that's on the green. This program is brought to you by the town of Prescott Valley, Arizona, and Dental 89A Dental Care, Arizona's hometown radio group. Gab some buttery popcorn. We do allow that on the lawn, I believe, at the concession stand, and settle in a cool lawn in the Civic Center's theater on the green in Prescott Valley. Let's see, the 16th. It's probably only going to be 100. The movie starts at 7:45, and the admission is absolutely free. This is really a fun event. The whole family can come out. The kids can run around the grass. Everybody can really enjoy this. Our next item is Mountain Valley Splash. Swim lesson sign-up. Sign up for Session 3. Swim lessons will be held on Thursday, June 23rd. For previous students, and Friday, June 24th for new students from 9 a.m. to noon at the pool office. Swimming lesson session dates for Session 3 are Monday through Thursday, June 27th through July 7th. Cost is $25 per student. And all that information is online at pvaz.net. They can't sign up there yet now. They do have to go to the pool office, right? Yes, okay. But the information should be there.
Yes.
So get out there. These swim lessons fill up pretty quickly. And next we have Theater on the Green, Prescott Valley Civic Center grounds. Back by popular demand, 5 in the Wheel. We had a chance to see these. My wife and I went down. This is really a fantastic group. It's just a fun time down there. So mark your calendars for Saturday, July 2nd, 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. 5 in the Wheel is one of Arizona's favorite dance bands, playing a little something for everyone. Bring your own lawn chairs and blankets and enjoy an evening of fun and free, did I mention free, entertainment at Prescott Valley's Theater on the Green. You can sit back and listen or get up and dance. Concession provided by White Eyes Fry Bread. To ensure the comfort and safety of all attending, please leave your pets and glass containers at home. Okay, and then we move on to July 4th. This is a celebration at Mountain Valley Park. Prescott Valley is planning a bigger and better 4th of July celebration this summer. We're talking a free, did I mention free, concert, a huge fun and game zone, and lots of food and drink vendors of your enjoyment. The 4th of July celebration will take place in Mountain Valley Park, 8600 East Nace Lane, on Monday, July 4th, 1:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., followed by Northern Arizona's best fireworks display. In addition, free parking, free concert, free fireworks. Boy, everything's free. Visit the Fun Zone. The fourth Fun Zone is brought to you by Freedom Station Heroes to Go Party Services. Your wristband includes bungee trampolines, 30-foot rock climbing wall, laser tag, giant inflatable slides. Wow. Water tag, 2 obstacle courses, bounce house, big kid rides are all part of the entertainment, not to mention picnic games, a craft area for kids, and lots more. It's fun for the whole family and lots of way cool things to do and participate. Let's see, all unlimited for the low price of only $19.95 per person. Plus unlimited attractions at Freedom Station on Tuesday, July 5th. Wow, that's a really good deal. All of that on the 4th and then the next day. For the safety and enjoyment of all participants, alcohol, glass containers, enclosed tents, state pop-up canopies, umbrellas, and pets are not permitted. Some umbrellas and umbrella chairs will be allowed. Personal fireworks are prohibited within Prescott Valley Parks. Okay, and then we move on to the exciting pickleball tournament. July 7th through 9th at the PV Event Center. The Event Center will play host to Senior Northern Arizona Pickleball Slam Snaps. Let's see, did Jessica come up with that?
No.
Tournament, July 7th through 9th. Players will travel from several states to Prescott Valley. The tournament is designed for players ages 50 and older with skill ratings from 2.5 to 4.5. They will compete for medals during 3 days of the indoor venue. Danny Boy, Caddy Choke.
Carter shot.
Cardi Choke? Oh, that. sorry, Danny Boy. Tournament director and local pickleball ambassador says we are excited to promote this event in our town. This is a great way to introduce pickleball to many people and have never heard of it. For more information and to register, go to pickleballtournaments.com. But you can also register at pvaz.net, right?
No.
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 Okay. I know some of my neighbors are quite excited about this. There's senior types. They really like the pickleball. So, and that takes care of the announcements. So we're going to move on to the department updates, and everybody has received the director's report and material from Brian Whitty. If they have any questions or comments, please direct them to him. You can email or call, and he will answer those. With that, I'm going to move on to the chairperson's report. And the first item I'm going to just mention is for the commission itself. And we have not had a park tour this year. And so we want to start thinking about dates and parks that we want to tour this fall. So if you have some suggestions on what month, maybe September, I don't know. And then what parks you'd like to see. We've made improvements to several of them. We may not need to go see those. It's really up to you. So please submit dates you think it might work and parks to Brian, and we'll work out a schedule and hopefully this fall get out on tour. The next item is our development guidelines. The internal review of the development guidelines is just about complete, and they should be wrapping up in August, maybe September at the latest. The development guidelines have been very successful, and those have been used for the Bob Anderson Park that was going to be breaking ground on in August. So it's been probably, about 2 years of work on those, so I'm glad to see those wrapping up. The last item is the Glassford Hill ribbon cutting. And we went up on Saturday...
21st.
21st, thank you. and did the ribbon cutting on Glassford Hill. And a lot of our commission was there. It was just a great event, a lot of people, and a lot of people took off and went up the hill. So we encourage everybody to get out there and use that trail. Be sure and watch the heat. Take your time. And with monsoon coming on, kind of watch the weather as it rolls in. And let me see, I think that's all I had for my report. So we're going to move on to old business. And the first item is the Battle of the Bands wrap-up. And Danny, did you have a report for us on that?
Yeah, this is obviously always a great event every year. We like to thank the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce for their continued support for this event. We also like to recognize the sponsors that help contribute to put this together. So we like to give a little shout out to Gernex Broadcasting, Yavapai Broadcasting, Great Circle Radio, Arizona's Hometown Radio Group, and then my personal favorite, Hensley's Distributors. And we also like to congratulate the winners, Instant Classics, the 2016 People's Champion. So I would advise to get out there next year. There's always a good time getting everybody together, listening to good music. Weather was pretty great.
Good attendance?
Relatively pretty good. Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's a pretty successful event every year. This year it kind of coincided with other things going on in the communities, so I hope that didn't affect the attendance. All right, let's move on to the 5K Fun Run Walk Wrap-Up. It's like, are we writing these things just to kind of make them rhyme? Or anyway, Michelle and Pat, you guys were there, I think.
We were.
You were there first.
Yeah, I actually, my husband and I took the time, started out very early that morning on a Saturday and made it all the way to the top. We walked. We hiked, actually, is how we framed it. But it was a great crowd. The volunteers that showed up were very, very helpful, checking in with everybody as they made their way up the hill. And at the top, the best part, pickles.
Nice.
Pickles, yes. So I learned something new that day, that pickles are actually very good to rehydrate you with electrolytes. May have something to do with the fact that they're so salty, but Jessica thought enough of all of us who participated to make sure we had a jar of pickles there at the top. So that was fun. I made sure at the very end, I was pretty tired, and appreciated very much Alta Vista, who was running shuttles back and forth from the start to the end of the Glassford Hill 5K. And honestly, I have to say it was more than a 5K. Whoever measured that might have been off just
a little bit.
Yeah. It was more
shorter?
Than no. It was longer than a
The
5K.
extra gain in elevation, probably.
Yes, there definitely was. But I think that the whole event went off really, really well, and the participation was awesome. People were very excited on the trails, walking back and forth as we cheered each other on.
Just there at the start line, and it was. People were ready to go. They didn't really want a mass start or anything. They showed up, checked in, and just started hiking. So it was neat to see the enthusiasm for the new asset that is the Glassford Hill Summit Trail. And, thanks to all the volunteers that came out and helped get it set up, all the staff taking their Saturday morning to make sure it went off without a hitch. And once again, just to backtrack to the ribbon cutting, to all the people and volunteers and groups that made that happen as well. I know the Highland Center for Natural History on the ribbon cutting day had guided tours there, so that was a neat thing to see. And
Alta Vista provided the buses too.
Yeah, from Coles to the trailhead, which was very nice of them to step up to the plate to do. But as you mentioned, the fun run and walk is just something the community can build on in the future, and hopefully it will become even more as the years go on. And I think it was a great benefit for the Remember the Fallen group that it benefited. So thanks to everybody who came out.
That's good. So what did it take you, about 20 minutes to get to the top?
No, about 2 hours. No, about, I think a round trip was about 2 hours, including the ride in the van. So, and we really didn't stop, except at the top.
Wow.
Was it harder going up or coming down?
Up. Hands
Really?
down. It's a little more challenging.
Did you
going
stop at
up.
all the rest stations, the switchbacks?
No.
Table.
Yeah.
I'll admit I did.
But it is very nice. I mean, the town park and rec, everybody is planned really nicely, and so on most of the switchbacks, there are places to sit, picnic tables, and that kind of thing. As long as you do bring your own water supply, it's critical. If you're traveling on that trail with animals, please also be considerate of your animals and make sure they've got enough water as well, because there is no water on the trail itself, and no restrooms either. So plan ahead.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's move on to the next item, and that's the Arizona Forestry Community Challenge Grant. Youth Day, June 11th at American Legion Park. And Elaine, I know you were there, I was there. It was a pretty neat thing. What did you think?
Oh, I thought we we're going to have another beautiful park for the town. This is going to be really gorgeous. Lots of trees were planted and bushes. They're going to make an extra field that they were just getting ready to put the seed down, grass seed. We were going to be taking another lot over that the town owns and making that into an additional parking area. We will be holding pretty soon another horseshoe event. And these are very well attended, and the park has really needed to be spruced up.
Yeah.
Definitely. It looked very woebegone for a long time, and now it's going to be just beautiful. We had a bunch of really wonderful people working there, as you said, on a Saturday. Of course, Brian Whitty was there with the staff, but Council Member Mary Mallory and her husband were there. Ryan Judy and 3 of his children were there working. Joseph Whitty, and he brought many of his friends. Of course, Ron was there, and I was. We would like to especially thank the Prescott Valley Growers for the contribution of trees for the event, and Prescott Valley Historical Society for their contribution of a bench, and the Friends of Prescott Valley Parks and Recreation for the contribution of funds for the irrigation system, grass, and expansion of the playground. We've done a lot of work on a number of parks in the past 2 years for the town, and this is going to be another really beautiful one. And we would ask you to go visit it as it's being spruced up. It's on Bob Drive, just behind the Yavapai Fire Department on Yavapai Road. You can't miss it. There's a lot of work going on, and you'll be surprised at how beautiful it's going to be.
And we had volunteers there from Kohl's. Now, I don't know if everybody knows that, but Kohl's contributes a lot to the community. And the young ladies that were there were contributing their own time, and they were out there digging in the dirt and mud. And we really appreciate that. Kohl's has been a good community partner, and their employees giving their time really is appreciated. And as Elaine said, the addition of the trees and the shrubs to the park is just going to make a huge difference. That park is really starting to slowly come together. Additionally, one of the trees we planted was kind of to honor 40 years of Arizona forestry celebrating the Arbor Day. They've been celebrating that for 40 years, so one of the trees we planted was dedicated to that. But it was really a great event. It only took about 2 hours to get the clay off my shoes, but we really had a lot of fun.
I actually think it's a great idea that the playground equipment is red, white, and blue.
It's
I thought
really
that was
unique,
really
isn't
patriotic,
it?
and yeah, I thought that was exceptionally well thought out.
And, you know, the Friends of Prescott Valley had something to do with that.
I thought
so,
they might have.
Yeah, they did irrigation system, some of the grass, and the playground, some of the playground stuff. So they really make a big difference, and I think in the future that'll even be more so help to the commission and the town. Okay, let's move on to new business. This is a really exciting stuff. So the first item is 2016-2017 commission meeting dates. We had the proposed dates given to us at last meeting, and there's a copy in your packet, which is the same. And that is that we don't meet in July and December. Other than that, it's basically the same as every other year. So if anybody has any comments on that schedule? If not, then can we have a motion to approve that 2016-2017 commission meeting dates?
I'll make the motion to approve the 2016-2017 commission meeting dates as distributed in our packets.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the new dates are approved. The next item is the election of officers. And this year, we need to elect a new a new chair.
Would you please run for president, Ron? Please.
Yeah, I think it's about time for him to give up that seat, huh?
He's been here too long. New chair and vice chair and secretary. So with that, are there any nominations for the chair?
Nominate Vice Chairman Tissot for the chairman position.
Oh, I think that's an excellent choice.
I agree.
There's no other nominations. I would second that.
Don't I get to accept?
Yeah, right
No,
after we vote.
Nice.
It's not exactly, this doesn't work that way.
I'm teasing.
I know. Anyway, if there's no other nominations for chair, we've had a motion to nominate Michelle Tissot for chair for 2016-17. I think we can just take a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Ooh, we have a new chair.
There we go.
Next up, we have the vice chair.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Commissioner Pat Frere for the position of vice chair.
Oh, another excellent
I'll
choice.
second it.
Are there any other nominations for vice chair? And, okay, do we have a second for that nomination?
I did.
Blaine
Oh,
did.
I'm sorry, good. Okay, well, all in favor of Pat for vice chair?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Wow, we're cooking. And now secretary. See, Danny, I don't know if you've been 2 years, but I think you might have.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
And
so
just to let people know, it's a pretty rough position. So,
A lot of
some of us have been there, yeah.
yeah, it's rough. It's
Yeah.
rough. Let me
Well,
tell
I'd
you.
like to nominate Kevin Trevini, if he's willing.
Kevin, what do you think of that?
Well, I'm okay with that, but it might depend on the upcoming election.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's all right.
I'm certainly willing to do whatever I have to do.
You can add that to your resume.
It really looks good when you're,
Let me
out
tell
in
you.
the town with all the candidates lined up debating, yes. If there's no other nominations for secretary, did we get a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And Kevin's a new secretary. That takes care of the major business. Under other, I just wanted to mention that we went through all of these announcements, movies under the stars, swim lessons, theater on the green, 4th of July, and pickleball rather quickly. But, the town website has a calendar. They have a lot of these events on there. They're in the newspaper. come out and enjoy this. A lot of this is free, but it's really a great way to enjoy the community and the parks in the community. We have no unscheduled appearances. The next item is our next regular meeting is Tuesday, August 9th, 2016, 6:30, right here in the auditorium. And if nobody has any other comments,
Ron, I have one comment here.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the announcements that you made earlier, particularly the Mountain Valley Splash and the swim lesson sign-ups. Again, Thursday the 23rd, sign-ups for previous students, and then Friday, June 24th for the new students. I just want to point out to the moms and dads out there that have children that if they're thinking about getting their kids signed up, I'd like to read out of the director's report from last month that they had conducted swim lesson sign-ups for season one, and they had their best turnout ever, signed up over 175 kids that particular day. And again, this was for season one, and the largest first session swim lesson class ever at 266 kids. So that was quite a large number. So again, for moms and dads out there, if you're thinking about signing your children up, please do so, because there's a lot of swimmers out there. So sign up while there's still available space.
yeah, that's really a good point, Kevin, because these are hugely popular and they fill up quickly. Over the last few years, the numbers have just grown, it seems like, astronomically. So get out there, like Kevin said, and get signed up. Not only are these really good to teach the kids to swim, but they're really a lot of fun for the kids, too. Okay, with that, I think we're going to move on to item 12, the one that always kind of excites us, and that is adjournment. Can we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
And a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned.